Next up at UFC Vegas 78, we have AJ Dobson taking on Tafon Nchukwi. AJ Dobson 6-2 overall, 2-3, 3-2 in his last 5, and he's coming off 2 decision losses. He's taking on Tafon Nchukwi, 6-3 overall, 2-3 in his last 5. He's coming off 2 KO losses and a year layoff. Tafon Nchukwi back down the middleweight, right? He went up to light heavyweight, experimented with that a little bit, mixed success. He is back down the middleweight. This guy's a good. What?
Didn't he just get knocked out twice when he made it, or was there one before that?
I think he had a win. Go ahead and look it up for us.
At 205?
Yeah.
I can't remember 3 fights ago. Wasn't it Fluffy or somebody?
I'm just timing.
Oh, it was Mike. No, it was Mike Rodriguez. Yeah, so I guess he did against
mixed
Mike Rodriguez.
Success.
Who are you timing out? Daniel?
Daniel's just annoying.
Why do you let these people get you? The reason
why
they say this is because they know that they can get you. They're literally. How many times we had this conversation? You acting like this and it makes more and more. And there's just now that guy who's laughing. He's dying laughing right now because you're
not when he's timed out and he has nothing else to offer. Anyway, Tafon Nchukwi, mixed success at light heavyweight. He's back down the middleweight, trying to make things happen. And he's a good technical striker. He's very powerful. He's got solid technique. His issue used to be volume and speed. Well, his issue used to be volume, but he's added speed. And now once he hits a rhythm, he really falls into that rhythm, lets his hands go, starts doing things, starts making things happen. Tafon Nchukwi. Well, he doesn't hit rhythms, doesn't let his hands go when he hits a rhythm. There you go. He's not just a striker, though. He has 4 takedowns in 4 fights in the UFC, and he went 3 for 3 against Mike Rodriguez. He's taking on AJ Dobson. This guy is also a striker. He's incredibly fast with his hands. He's got good knees, good kicks. Typically not a gun-shy guy, and he's going to throw in combinations while moving forward. He has a ton of power to mix in with the speed. He does have some wrestling as well, but his takedowns are like just power. He's going to drag you instead of shooting nice, clean shots. He is coming off that decision loss to Armen Petrosyan, though, where he did look like he was afraid to exchange. And my fear is, he got 3 takedowns, which was great. But my fear is, if he's afraid to trade with Armen Petrosyan, he might be afraid to trade with Tafon Nchukwi as well. Because Tafon, like Armen, hits hard, is scary. I think AJ Dobson wins this fight. He is going to be my pick. They're similar in style. I think I can trust AJ to throw hands a little more and to go to his wrestling a little more. So AJ's going to be the pick, but Tafon Nchukwi hits so hard. He's so technical. He can make absolutely anything happen. So AJ's my pick. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Tafon doesn't even have a knockout in the UFC. So all this like big powers, I know he looks like this big powerful guy and he kind of strikes like a big powerful guy, especially because he doesn't really throw combinations. With his Muay Thai style. Went to 205, got knocked out cold, back-to-back fights, trying to come back to 185, which, by the way, this is so funny. I have no idea why he's coming back to 185, because he left 185. They asked him about it, and he was like, oh, the cut was terrible. I was cutting 25 pounds during fight week. I can't do it anymore. It was like draining me. I couldn't fight at 185. Guess who's back at 185 after getting knocked out twice at 205? So he gets knocked out cold at 205. Now he's going to deplete his body, where he already admitted, that's fucking terrible. I hated doing it. Well, welcome back to 185. Even if he was just continuing to fight at 185 and that didn't play a part, I think AJ Dobson's a much better fighter in this matchup. I think he's a better wrestler. He's definitely the faster striker, the better striker. You mentioned the Petrosyan fight in his last fight. It was the volume of Petrosyan where AJ really didn't know where to get off. But when he was getting off, he was landing really good shots. And you heard the commentary talk about that. I think it was DC and Felder say, man, if he would just throw more, he's having some really good success, and his striking defense was incredible. Petrosyan is a very high-level striker, and even when he was landing, he was rolling with stuff so well, you can't really hit this guy solid. So even if Tafon had that mythical power that people think that he has, that I don't think he has, he can't really land clean on this guy, AJ Dobson. I think AJ Dobson is a much better striker, and what I believe is going to be a mostly striking matchup, and AJ I think he can out-wrestle this guy if he wants to as well. So Tafon, I understand he looks the part. He comes in, he looks like that big, powerful guy, and when he's throwing those Muay Thai strikes, but he's standing straight up and down. Those Muay Thai guys do get hit. AJ should have more volume because it's not going to be volume in his face. Tafon will just kind of wait for that counter, and AJ can pick him apart, and I think he can put this guy away if he wants to. But it does worry me a little bit because in that Petrosian fight, he did have that low volume, and he never flipped that switch, which is a little bit worrisome. I hope that he comes in aggressive in this fight. I think it's a great matchup for him. I think AJ can dominate this matchup.
All right, well, we're both on the dog here. What is he, plus 115?
You're still going, huh?
Yeah, that's
You
right.
can't give it up. That's crazy. Keep going, Daniel. I like to see that.
You ever see me back down from an argument? AJ Dobson plus 115. I think
it took you a while to type that out, too. You still do the beep, beep, beep.
No,
beep,
I type
beep,
very,
beep.
very fast. I'm looking at the comments that I see are in the software, which are behind YouTube.
Cool.
Boy. Yeah, it is cool. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a little sprinkle on Dobson at plus money. We'll see what happens. Are you going to sprinkle?
Well, Angela, if you know my bets, I loaded up on him at plus whatever it was, 150 or whatever it was.
Oh, it ballooned and then now it's shrinking?
Yeah, let me see what it was, just to make sure I didn't get that right. Sorry, 130.
Yeah, so I guess it skyrocketed and it came back down. Congratulations, Jacob. And maybe I should have had my premium alerts turned on, because if you had yours turned on, you would have seen that bet. And if you liked it, you could have grabbed it at plus 130, which is very good value, very good closing line value compared to where
Well,
it
he's
is
plus
now.
125 right now.
Man, I made these graphics at like 1 p.m.
I bet you did.
I did.
I bet you
Well,
did.
not made them. I make them a week ahead of time. I update the numbers midday. $7,800 in DraftKings to $8,400. I will probably spend the $7,800, but again, it's going to be a tricky week if you got a bunch of 94s and 96s in your lineup. But I think AJ
Best value in DraftKings is AJ Dobson right here. He can mix in takedowns. I think he can get a finish, and I don't think there's going to be much coming in the way of Tafon. I
guess we will see what happens. Boneyard, we do not bet on DraftKings, so our sportsbook is BetOnline. We both use BetOnline. They have the earliest lines. They had the line. They were the very first book that dropped the line for the Damon Blackshear fight, and they have the most amount of props and the earliest props. So if I had DraftKings in my state, I might use it just for sheer convenience because it's on my phone. It's dumb easy. It's an app. It's, money in and out. PayPal, no problem. But because I don't have that in my state, we live in Texas, I have to use an offshore book, and I absolutely prefer BetOnline. Just lightning fast, tons of odds,
and they fuck up those props a lot. I mean, they last week to one of my biggest bets
Corey
was they opened the Corey Sandhagen line, most takedown line at like minus 120 or something, and I grabbed that for the premium members. It ballooned at fight night. I think it was minus 275, minus 250, something like that. Crazy.
Yeah, that was. I mean, he did get taken down, but yeah, that was.
It was. He got 2 takedowns, and then he got taken down. I was like, oh shit! But then he ended up doing what he did.
But if you decide, or anybody else decides you want to sign up with BetOnline, just go to wewantpicks.com/bets. We have affiliate links. If you use my affiliate link to sign up with a sportsbook partner, I will send you $50 as a thank you because they're going to pay us. It's an affiliate link, and then I'll break off a little bit of that money and I'll give it right back to you because none of this is possible without the community. So when I can help you guys out, I will, and that's what we're going to do. What the hell is so funny about that?
No, it's coming.
Oh, the comment?
And I know it's going to get to you, too. No, it's Daniel's back. No, Daniel's back. And you're going to read it, and you're really going to get pissed off.
Oh, I could care less. This guy's a loser.
I could care less. Yeah,
no,